people of the internet, I am the Breathing Canvas, and today I'm going to be showing you my snowflake fairy design full of glitter and shimmer rhinestones and all these little flaky flus. Let's go! First, I'm going to be showing you the eye and lip makeup, but before we do that, I'm going to do a little bit of contouring, frostbitten style. I'll have a blue face for Christmas. Basically, what I'm doing is contouring, but instead of the normal colors, I'm going to be using different shades of blue. Dark blue for the shadows, light blue, or almost like a white for the highlights. It just hit me. Eyeshadow has a little bit of a shimmer to it, and I'm putting it all over my face. I'm dreaming of a shimmer Christmas. I'm using a gradient of blues to help fade it in and out of the shadows. I look like a blue popsicle. And now that we put eyeshadow on our face, we're gonna put more eyeshadow on our face, specifically our eyes. Not our eyes, but our eyelids, not our eyeballs, the eyelids, yes. Prepping with eye primer, what am I singing? Everything today. Both eyes will basically have the same design. It is going to have a silver metallic lid that will be dragged out to the center to represent icicles dripping down. You can either use a silver eyeshadow, or since mine doesn't show up pretty well even with the primer, I'm going to be using a silver cream and then setting that in with the eyeshadow just to make sure that the color shows up enough, because we really want this to pop. Then we're going to have an ombre of light blue in the inner to dark blue in the outer crease of the eye. On the right eye, you're going to add a little something extra, glitter, rhinestones, crystals, and all those other things to make it look like you have been crying snowflakes and icicles and to have created a tiny winter wonderland below your eye. That probably took a lot longer than necessary, but I got all these little tiny bitty pieces on my face, and now we're gonna do the lips. And guess what? We're gonna use more eyeshadow! We're going to have another frostbite style in our lips. I'm gonna do darker blue on the outer, going to a lighter blue in, and then silver on the very center. We're gonna be using silver metallic cream, which is going to help give it a shine, and we're gonna cover that with either a lip gloss or petroleum jelly or Vaseline, anything to give it that kind of shiny effect. Okay, lovely people, we have one more order of business before we flakify our face. We're going to crystallize our eyebrow. To achieve an icicleized eyebrow, I'm first going to put down some silver cream makeup. Then I'm going to put on some fake snowflakes. And, this doesn't seem to be really sticking that well. Okay, now let's try putting on the snow. So I have a little bit of glitter and, no. Petroleum jelly? Sort of? I mean, it's definitely snowing on my face. I need it to stick. I mean, it's good, it's just not covering as much as I wanted it to. Glitter fixes everything. I mean, it's not covering it any better, but it's glitter, so yeah. Although good, it was not what she set out for. It was not what her eyebrow desired. She did the very thing she vowed not to do. She put liquid latex on her eyebrow. Art is worth suffering for. Just keep telling yourself that. Moment of truth. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? It looks like it's sticking better. It's also sticking better to my brush, but I guess. And now for the main event. Drawing snowflakes all over our face, taking insurmountable, teeny tiny, tedious strokes in every single square inch. It's gonna be fun! So we're gonna start with a blue outline. We're just gonna start from Nope. I can't do it. I can't do it. It looks like there's fungus growing on my eyebrow. I need to get this right. There may be one more thing I can try. Let's do this! So I'm officially a crazy person, not for putting sugar on my eyebrows, but for applying each single grain with liquid latex on my eyebrows. In the name of Christmas! If you're a longtime viewer of mine, you know that I don't have blue cream and I use blue eyeshadow. Well, my blue eyeshadow is almost gone. You've been with me from the beginning. Ends are so bittersweet. But it's okay because I have a lot more blue eyeshadow. Moving on! And now for the main event! We're gonna start off with a rough sketch, if you will, getting the basic shape, which looks like a whimsical asterisk. Then branch it out and give some of those branches baby branches. This is done to give it that crystallization that you would see on a snowflake magnified. And oddly enough, the crystallization also looks like blue pine branches. So basically, snowflakes are tiny frozen pine wreaths. Pine which comes from trees that we chop down from its life source and place in a water bucket and dress it up as it slowly dies. Where was I? I'm going to put more snowflakes on the opposite chin area. I don't show it, but I also drew some snowflakes cascading down my neck for funsies. To give our Christmas branches dimension, I'm going over every single stroke with a thin line of metallic silver cream to elevate it, give it a highlight, and to give it a more frozen look. I am unfortunately hopping on the eyebrow trend train of 2017 and feathering out my eyebrows, but for good cause. This makes it look like one of the snowflake branches, helping it blend into the rest of the design. The reason I used blue in this design instead of just white or silver is so that it would stand out and be more visible. It also goes along with the frozen look. You don't see it in reality, but in art, snow and ice is often depicted as having a blue shading. But mostly I'm using blue because it looks pretty. That took so long. But we're not done yet! My camera just shut off. It's like, nope, there's more, I'm out of here, bye-bye. We're gonna put rhinestones and some pearls around here to decorate it and to make it look like an ice-frozen fairy, princess, goddess, all the other adjectives that I can't think of thing. And 5 hours later, you have transformed yourself into frostbitten Smurfette. If you want to see more Christmas-specific designs, I have a whole playlist for that at the end of this video, as well as down below in the word box thing. Whoop. And while you're there, go ahead and click that like button if you didn't hate it, then you liked it, so go ahead and click it, yay! And also make sure to subscribe if you want to know whenever more videos are coming out, or if you just want to support me, you can click that little bell button off. Thank you so much, and I will see all of you lovelies next time. Bye! I have so much vacuuming to do now. Those little flakes are everywhere.